that's Hope from Sarkodie, the one and only Sarkodie with Hope. And I know that every single day, despite all the difficulties, you do find a reason to smile. There's a reason this song is so inspiring. I'm tempted to make it my sick tune for Star Chat beginning today, and I'm sure you'll all be happy with that decision. Good evening, wherever you find yourself at this time. Welcome to Star 103.5 FM is a special edition of Star Chat. Star Chat, as you know, is your own award-winning personality profile show on 103.5 FM, simply their best. Mother's Day is around the corner, and we all know that a mother is the heartbeat in the home. And without her, there seems to be no heartthrob. Also, mothers are like glue. Even when you can't see them, they're still holding the family together. No other brand cherishes the contribution of mothers to this country than Dove. So 15 minutes to the end of this show, I'll give away Dove hampers to 4 lucky callers. And so will you be one of those taking away a hamper from Dove? And trust me when I tell you that Dove should be your best friend. Dove has kept me going for so long. Over a decade, I've been using Dove deodorant. It works for me, and I'm speaking on authority. I seriously recommend Dove deodorant to you, especially the Invisibly Dry. Anyway, Star Chat is live and on Ultimate 106.9 FM in Kumasi, Empire 102.7 FM in Takoradi, DSTV channel 885 and Go TV channel 197, and around the world at starfm.com.gh. And the show is in association with Dove. And Dove believes that deodorants shouldn't just protect, they should care for your underarms too. After all, a lot of the best things in life lead to us throwing our arms in the air. Which is why Dove deodorant is created with our quarter moisturizing cream to care for your underarm skin, leaving it soft and smooth. You don't want an underarm skin that's rough and patched. No, you want it soft and smooth. So use Dove deodorant. Go ahead, lift your arms in confidence. Lift them like you just don't care, because you know that Dove deodorant cares for your underarm like never before. Dove truly cares. Now, let me tell you about my guest for tonight. If you want to describe the truth, leave the elegance to the tailor. Albert Einstein is famous for this quote. But is truth relative or universally accepted? My guest tonight is known for saying these words: I am telling you the truth. She has lived and survived many scars, physical, verbal, and political. She cut her teeth with a colored umbrella atop with a vision to offer leadership. And I dare say she has braved the odds. Her utterances have been wild. They have divided opinion, with some also landing her in the defamation arena. She's famous for saying the drones meant for medical supplies were meant to rather spy on people, including those showering in open-air bathrooms. As a crusader of anti-corruption and good governance, where is the accountability for the funds meant for fighting bird flu in 2015, which she was accused of misappropriation? Really, did she? How come the clarion call on the party to win the 2020 elections for Chairman Rawlings was not heeded? How does she juggle politics, motherhood, and service to mankind? Something she has mastered. The leader of Women for the NDC and the woman with a lion's heart, Dr. Hanna Bissiw, is my special guest on this Dove Mother's Day edition on Star Chat, in partnership with, of course, Dove. And as I told you earlier, it is live on Ultimate 106.9 FM in Kumasi, Empire 102.7 FM in Takoradi. Dr. Hanna Bissiw, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, you know, I've always wanted to hear you pronounce your surname yourself. Is it Bissiw? Bissiw? Pronounce it for us.
Well, it's Bissiw.
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 Okay.
Bissiw. It has a meaning, yeah.
Bissiw.
Bissiw. But I think it's a heavy name, so when people pronounce it anyhow, I take it. Really? The only thing I don't take is when they add one S to my one
So you don't want the double S.
Bissiw.
Not a double S.
No, the double S can resemble another Bissiw.
Ah.
Because there are different Bissiws.
Ah. So it will make you not a fake version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't.
But
want
you
that.
can pronounce it anyhow.
You look very beautiful this evening, I must say.
I'm trying to copy you, Nana.
Oh, that's impossible.
You know you're my partner in crime.
Anytime you say that, I laugh.
You're my partner in crime.
I wonder which crimes we've been committing together.
I don't know,
You don't know.
As
but you
women,
know.
As women, we always commit a little crimes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Some form of crime can be good.
Exactly.
If it's good for the nation.
Exactly.
I love what you're wearing. You do take NDC really seriously. I mean, I haven't seen, and I've been trying to recall, a day that I've met you without anything NDC on your body.
I think you've actually made an observation. Somehow, I have grown used to love my party and our colors so much that anytime I dress up and I don't have anything NDC on me, I feel like there's something lacking.
You feel naked.
Yes, exactly so. And even when I travel out, I go with my NDC. I mean, I went for international conference.
In full gear.
So if I'm in suit, you see me with if it's outside, see me with a piece of kente muffler and then my NDC scarf to show the kente will tell anybody that I'm a Ghanaian. And I will explain to you the colors in the scarf.
I see. And I'm telling you this for a fact that I haven't seen anyone in the NDC who adorns the colors like you.
I do. I go to church with it. Yes, I do.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You take it everywhere?
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah.
the weather?
And I told my pastor that this is me, and I don't think
take
God,
it or leave it.
Yeah, because I don't think that God, will tell me I'm
so
going to
how did you
hell.
end up with NDC?
Because I think the NDC stands for what I believe in.
Which is?
NDC is the only truly democratic party in this country.
Is it?
Exactly
Tell
so.
me about it.
Exactly
How's that?
so. And NDC is the party that I believe that when it's in power, it's in government, that Ghana truly sees her development, that Ghana sees her citizens, also, developing. You say that you can't get it all, but if anyone wants to really speak the truth, which these days have become very, very expensive.
How?
And scarce in our country.
How?
No, sweetheart. Look at what we live in today.
What are we living in?
We live in a mess. We live in a total mess. We live in an era of oppression, suppression, intimidation.
Oppression.
Exactly so.
Suppression.
Exactly so.
And intimidation.
Exactly so.
Who is intimidating anybody?
The government. The president.
Who has the president intimidated?
He intimidates you guys, the journalists.
I haven't been intimidated by anybody.
I can mention Ameswale, and may he continue to rest in paradise. What happened? Manase Azure, what happened? The other guy, I don't remember his name, the one who reported on, I think the Galamsey, they said,
Adeti?
Exactly so.
Yeah, Edward Adeti.
The others who reported and they were found at national security.
How do you connect that to the president?
That is his government. How are we connecting everything to John Dramani Mahama? Why can't you connect the mess, the rot in this nation to President Nana Addo? Is he so special? No, he pleaded, he begged Ghanaians for them to vote for him to lead us. He's a public servant. He's an employee. The citizens are his employers. So we have the right to criticize him. He criticized. So now anything we want to shift away from him, who should we blame?
So you think you believe there's a culture of silence?
There is. Not that I believe. There is.
You speak your mind all the time, and nothing has happened to you.
Well, I'm sure when they get me, they'll not leave me. Okay?
If they really want to get you, they know how to get you. But nobody has come up.
No, please. You know there's a culture of silence. You know that people can speak up. So the Anyansafo, where are they? The lost voices, those loud voices, where are they?
Who were those voices?
No, the pastor who said Anyansafo no more way. All the pastors who were preaching and their sermons were against the then government. Today, when you say fix it, fix the country now, you get people coming after you. But we had doomed, some must go. Today we have foin in this nation. And nobody wants to speak because it's become...
People are speaking. It's the reason the youth are so agitated.
No, it's the youth. It's the youth, okay? But they'll come after any civil society. Look at this. Okay. This is a precedent. Go to his CV. He's so-called human rights activist.
Which is unparalleled.
Was as a result of the numerous demonstrations that he led. Because I don't, and you a journalist, maybe you've seen it somewhere. I might not have seen it. So I stand to be corrected. If he has ever gone into court defending some poor person who has been...
He doesn't have to go to court to defend
I want to see the case as a human rights activist. If not, the hypocritical komipreko, and I say hypocritical because, well, he has the opportunity to cancel VAT. Why is he increasing VAT now? Is it not for the same VAT that he did hit the streets and 4 people died? If any of those were my family members, I would have sent him to court today. That he deceived the people. He knew VAT was good, but it was to his individualistic political interest. And so he had to hit the streets. Just as he knew that he was going to just disorganize small-scale miners. By coming into office, when he was campaigning to come to office, he went and this is for they are liars. Okay. He came and slept. And from one day to the other, he decided to treat a chronic disease with an acute protocol.
The problem had to be fixed.
No. So if he really meant it,
You don't think he meant it?
No, he never did.
How?
We can talk of the Bissiws. We can talk of we need money for the party. We can talk of the fight between the Takwa MP and Bissiw. What was it? You can talk about Frimpong Manso. You can talk about the 500 over about 900 excavators that flew out of this nation. You can talk about people were shot and killed. People died. People died from direct shooting. People died from frustration. People died from hunger. You see, when I said chronic, we all know that this illegal mining is killing our water bodies.
Absolutely.
Good.
And so someone must
work. When you mean it, but work. Good. But don't pretend to be working. Don't. He wants to prosecute. He should start with he pretended to be working because, you see, they did stop. And he's going back to who? Do you know why they left it? Because they themselves were doing the galamsey. And we all know the videos. When Anas, you remember the Anas video about this galamsey, when Kennedy GHOne went on his station and, castigated this journalist. The Anas method has now become a devil for this very government. Said it was going to use Anas method. Insulted him, castigated him, just as they did to Ameswale at the number 12. And it ended with his life, and nobody cares anymore. After that, it's the same Kennedy GHOne who came back. Somebody angered him, and he came and said what was in the video was very embarrassing. So he had to wake up 9 p.m. from his bed with his wife to his station to go and rain attacks on Anas. Is it not the same galamsey? Okay, he lost the fight not because he even tried it. He just decided to sack those poor people for his people to take over. You see,
that's not a very fair. That's not a very fair comment.
It's very fair.
When you say that he sacked poor people and brought in his people to work.
No, that he didn't bring them. I said for them to take over.
For his people to take over.
Who did he prosecute? The videos were there. Didn't he ask for when they sent the he said he want raw video?
He said if you bring him enough evidence.
Oh, what evidence is more than the videos?
Well, so the evidence is probably not enough.
So what evidence that we should cut them with their heads inside? They don't go there. It's our children, our youth. They are those that they sponsor to go mine those gold for them.
Did the NDC ever attempt to fight Galamsey?
Oh yes, that's why we were doing that. That's what I wanted to explain to you. You see, when you really mean to solve a problem, don't pretend to. It will be like you see a broken car along the, let's say a gentleman sees a lady's vehicle, broken down, and some guy's trying to push. This guy will pretend to impress the lady, and you just put his hands around the car, pretending to be pushing. He's not really the one pushing. Okay. This is a chronic thing in this nation. And I remember when he announced, out of the blue, ban on Galamsey. I said this on a TV station that morning. I said, this president does not mean his words. And they asked me why. I said, look, this is chronic. And so you rather will need to put some systematic process in place. You engage the community. You have to look for an exit plan for those who live and survive on this mining. Put certain measures in place, and so it will be, put a roadmap in streamlining this menace. Okay, look for a livelihood for people in these communities. Legalize those. Those small-scale miners, because Galamsey is gather and sell. That is and then we say Galamsey. So it's gather and sell. So these they're meant to be using these holes and what have you, access or not, or what have you. And so we have those illegal ones. We have small-scale miners. Okay, these small-scale miners, they had their licenses to operate. All these licenses were withdrawn. People love the excavators. People love their livelihood.
And now they're burning excavators.
And now they are burning these excavators. Excavators, I'm told that one can cost about 900,000 cedis. Okay, and so why can't you even keep these excavators and let them use them in the very communities where they mine, where the roads are in very bad shape?
All right.
Why should we destroy these things? So you didn't do that. They did that. We lost, and I still call him Captain Mahama. You know why? Go and ask his wife. If the husband's life and the mayor, which one? So when I say mayor, I'm speaking Spanish. Forgive me. I think in Spanish before it comes to English. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. So, and the mayor. So, which one will she choose? That grieving mother, that woman who said they just don't know how sweet her son was. Ask her. Captain, Major life, which one she would choose? We lost him. Okay, so it was unnecessary infiltration.
So you think that the president has failed woefully?
He has, and he knows he has. I mean, he actually,
he will disagree.
Somebody was asking me, I mean, if his legacy. I said, I believe he has succeeded in failing successfully. That you can't take it away from him.
You think he has no legacy? How?
Failure.
How is failure his legacy? How? How can you say failure is his legacy?
Look.
The number of children who've been able to access senior high school education.
I'm coming there.
And you're calling him
failed.
How has he failed?
He has failed. You see, there's something. Don't joke with the lively.
Now more than ever, you have more students of senior high school.
Now more than ever, we have a lot of confused parents and students in this nation. You see, when they brought that thing of a spoiled traffic light, come in here. I saw a traffic light. Green, gold, and red. If you're a villager like myself, going to a big city, they'll tell you that traffic light green means go. Yellow means get ready. I mean, red means stop.
Yeah.
Get ready. Go, 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 and go. So I learned it. Now you are telling us that you are bringing some so-called traffic light of green and gold. When they announced it, I said it again on at the radio station. I said, look, I don't trust them, so I decode what they say. By practicing a traffic light system that is spoiled, that has no gold, they are telling us that they are going to crash our educational system in this nation.
Crushed.
It has. Because today students will carry their trunks to school, they'll be asked to come back home. Students in Ghana stay very short time in school, the teacher-student contact. Sweetheart, we are destroying our children.
Okay.
We are destroying the future of this country.
You're in favor of the fix the country.
I'm all for it. No, I'm a walking fix the country movement.
Because it's self-serving for you.
No, it's not self-serving. It's not, you see, there's something that I keep saying. Okay, we can pretend as we are pretending today in this nation, which I believe that there's so much hypocrisy. And I said, I thank God I was not given admission to the School of Hypocrisy. I actually applied.
Which one is this?
School of Hypocrisy.
I get you.
And they didn't give me, so I can't be a hypocrite. Okay, we can joke with this, with education. We can joke with any, just as they did, and today they've been exposed. In the very near future, I was having a discussion. I said, look, I'm concerned. Okay, because we can play around. We are up here. Our children who are coming, who is coming to take over, we are destroying them from today. Why don't we speak up? Let's speak up, let's speak out. Let us stand for the right thing to be done. Mother Ghana needs our voices for her to survive.
Mother Ghana has always needed voices for her to get better.
Not this time round. The nation is on its knees.
But what are we comparing it with?
What are we comparing it?
Yeah, what are we comparing?
Look, if you should go
Ghana now with, what are we comparing Ghana now with?
Now we can compare Ghana now with the Ghana that used not to have so much debt, but today we have nothing to show. So
it is the
we can compare.
It is the percentage.
It's not about percentages. It's about no roads, no infrastructure. Nothing. Year of Rose ended up in nothing. Okay, let me show you the year of Rose. Probably you didn't go around, but you'd have seen that their year of Rose was with graders pushing down people's cocoa farms, take trees, and what have you.
How is that possible?
No, because I saw them. I'm not saying what somebody said. What I saw. And you can.
Cocoa farms were being destroyed.
Oh yes, in my village.
Which
they
village
destroyed
is this?
Tenement here.
Okay.
Farms were destroyed, and it's not just that place. You can go to other places, and you can actually ask your listeners, and they'll tell you that farms were destroyed. All that they were doing was just to widen the roads. They kept, whatever.
But what's wrong with widening the roads? Don't we always complain that our roads are too narrow?
Even me, I can do that.
You can widen the road.
Exactly so. It's just paying some 6,000 and then you get some grader to go and grade the road and widen it. It's not for the government to do that. He promised us that he was going to fix our roads. He said it was year of roads. And truly, if he believes in what he says, he should point at one single factory in this nation that he built from scratch, from his own mouth. His own words. He was not under duress. There was no gun pointing at his head. Yeah. But he said they were going to build these factories from scratch. You remember when he went and cut a sword for some, is it pineapple factory or whatever? I think it's at Ekumfi.
Ekumfi? Oh, I love it. I love the. Have you tried the juice? Ekumfi pineapple juice. Try the pineapple with the ginger.
No, please,
you will love it.
Please. What I've tried is a grass cutter that was jumping around, and I was able to get somebody to cut the grass cutter for me.
But try the Ekumfi juice.
Please.
You've never had it? You're doing yourself a disservice. It's one of the best on the market.
I think I don't know whether the signboard is still there, the billboard is still there.
The Ekumfi,
so you can actually get the juice from the billboard if that is what it is. All of a sudden, Ever Pure has become government project.
Public-private partnership.
Please, did you ever see the chat they had before they came? They were going to build factories.
Yeah, but he never said that government was solely going to build
factories. No, he said
to be fair to Nanado, he said that they were going to build these factories in concert with private.
No, please, can I ask a question? What's the meaning of from scratch? I'm a Cuban.
Some of them have been built from scratch.
Cuban
there's a sanitary pad company in the central region around Castle also. It was built from scratch. it was built from scratch.
Nana, stop it.
No, it was built from scratch.
Stop it, Nana.
No,
the government built it.
It was a public-private partnership.
You know how many, if that is so, then John Dramani Mahama must be clapped for. Because he has built so many factories because of the PPP. Even in real estate. Please, they promise us one district, one factory. My district, there's no factory. They said in their first 2 years, he lied to us in August 2018 and said by December, 51 districts would have seen 51 factories built.
You don't have any factory in your...
No, please. And then the vice president also lied to us in June 2018, said that by the end of that year, they were going to give us...
Are you a fan?
570.
Are you a fan of the vice president?
No, I can't be his friend. I know that I can be a better Hajia than him. We can't be friends.
A better Hajia?
Yes, please.
Right.
Because I have a stance against homosexuality. He has none.
How?
And he should come out and speak. He's not spoken against it.
But should he speak about everything?
Exactly, because they brought it in our budget. In the 666 paragraph. When you go, there's 396. So people will say, I remember when I said they insulted me, I said, no problem. I didn't go to school. Accepted. Okay? But I know that from the traffic light, I decoded. So when I saw the 396 and saw the content of that comprehensive satanic education, where they were going to teach our children how to misbehave with their bodies. Okay? And homosexuality and what have you. I simply subtracted 3 from 9 and added it to the first 3. And I got 666. And so that is the paragraph of the Satan's word for this nation. He should come out and speak. Because, you see, he speaks out. He speaks, he expresses himself, you know. We understand that he's moved from being an economist to an IT specialist. No problem. But he should speak out.
And he's doing great at it. With the IT.
Okay.
With digitization. You need to give him credit for that. You need to give the vice president credit for that.
That's why we can see all those drones flying around Ghana.
Yeah.
During COVID.
The drones that you believe were going to take videos of women bathing openly. Oh, no. How could you say that?
Why wouldn't I? No, when they came first, okay, if they could tell the whole country that they were bringing these drones to send blood to women delivering in the villages because they die because of loss of blood.
Which is true.
Hello?
Which is true.
It's a lie.
How is that a lie?
Where is the statistics? Is that number 1? Number 2, it's a very big lie.
It's one because of the contributory factors to the high maternal mortality rate.
No, I want him to show me one single village where they do blood transfusion. They shouldn't lie to us. Yes. So I said, look, if you're telling me that you are going to a Suboye, where President Mahama gave me 1 chip compound that we placed, that you are sending this drone, whether they fly from wherever it is, to go to a Suboye, to go and donate, to go and give blood for blood transfusion for a pregnant woman. First of all, as a nation, did we do any studies that suggested that the women who die giving birth in the villages, it was because of lack of transport, lack of attention, lack of proper medical attention, or lack of good roads that could transport them from those villages to a very nearby competent health facility? Did we do those checks? And there's no single village in this nation where they transfuse blood. So if you come and you tell me that it's because of me, the villager, living in the village, that you are bringing that to bring me blood in that village, then I'll tell you it's a lie.
And that is why you thought that the drones were going to take videos.
I didn't think.
You were convinced.
No, when you go, you see, when you tell me I bring me drones, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 12 minutes, 13 minutes, 14 minutes, 15 minutes, 16 minutes, 17 minutes, 18 minutes, 19 minutes, 20 minutes, 21 minutes, 22 minutes, 23 minutes, 24 minutes, 25 minutes, 26 minutes, 27 minutes, 28 minutes, 29 minutes, 30 minutes, 31 minutes, 32 minutes, 33 minutes, 34 minutes, 35 minutes, 36 minutes, 37 minutes, 38 minutes, 39 minutes, 40 minutes, 41 minutes, 42 minutes, 43 minutes, 44 minutes, 45 minutes, 46 minutes, 47 minutes, 48 minutes, 49 minutes, 50 minutes, 51 minutes, 52 minutes, 53 minutes, 54 minutes, 55 minutes, 56 minutes, 57 minutes, 58 minutes, 59 minutes, 60 min Drones was what they used to video President Mahama. You remember when he was moving from his official residence, just to ridicule him. Was it not drones? It took pictures and videos. In this nation, a man who has served this nation so well, a man who did not throw this nation, into confusion and simply decided that let me just give out power to my contender.
He had no other option.
No, he did.
No, he had no other option.
He could have used guns as it was used 2020. And we
you think
know.
he could do that?
No, I say he could have.
Yeah.
That's why I say he could have.
Ghanaians wouldn't have allowed him to.
Oh, no, but somebody got away with it. Somebody got away with it. President Anado. 2020, go back from President Rawlings' time, from the year 2000.
He got away with what?
With killing citizens of this nation.
President Akufo-Addo killed which citizens?
Hello?
Which citizens did he kill?
I wasn't the president. It wasn't GHOne Dramani Mahama
yeah,
was the
but
president.
who did he kill?
People died in Accra. People died in Techiman. You can go to Bono. People died. The northern people died by gunshot from military men and police officers. So let's leave it. Let's you see, we need to talk about this. And I've been telling my political party
you've still not answered my question.
I'm going there to the drones.
Yeah, why did you think, of all the things to say, that the drones were going to take
okay, let me just give you an example, okay?
Women bathing
drones, the USA, do you know that they've taken the drones company and some people to court?
Absolutely.
Good.
But
the
drones are doing amazing things as well.
No, exactly so. And so if they don't transfuse blood in my village, and what I know is the drones that takes pictures.
But didn't you feel your comments were so pedestrian?
It wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't at all. It wasn't. If the president's comment of saying that guinea fowls will not fly to Burkina was not pedestrian, then mine.
Did they fly to Burkina?
Ask him. Ask President
Ronaldo. But where were the,
no, he said
where
it.
are the guinea fowls?
No, he said it.
But where are the guinea fowls?
Guinea fowls are meant to be eaten, and I'm sure
I
love guinea fowls. Ghanaians ate them.
Ghanaians ate the guinea fowls that you
no,
spent. So, and what happened to the Ghanaians who ate the guinea fowls? You spent so much money on the guinea fowls, didn't you?
Ghanaians ate them. So let me go back to the drones.
Wait, so Ghanaians ate the guinea fowls?
No, so you are asking me whether that comment, and I'm telling you that if his was not, then mine would never be. Because it was a genuine concern as a woman, number one, as a villager, number two, as a citizen and not a spectator. You said you are bringing drones. Let's clap
to serve a purpose.
To serve a purpose. That's it. You don't give us privacy statement. You don't tell us anything. So we should just say that. You are telling me that you are bringing it for blood transfusion, okay, to my village. And I know that they don't transfuse blood in my village. But yes, I also know that there are hundreds of open bathrooms. I also know that these same drones, unless you tell me different kind of drones, which you have not, okay, then I also would suppose and believe that the drones that took the pictures and videos of President GHOne Dramani Mahama when he was moving out of his official residence. I also would believe that the drones that have been taken to court for flying over people's homes, flying over the high seas, and taking pictures of women who are in their houses and they are naked because they just want to take the sunshine. So what do you want us to believe? That I should believe him, that they were bringing those drones.
So you don't think you owe Ghanaians any apology for that statement?
I don't. They owe us an apology for deceiving us. They owe us an apology for lying to Ghanaians. They owe us an apology for oppressing and intimidating us.
Why do you think you lost the elections? Why do you think you lost the elections? The
NDC.
Yeah.
Oh, coup d'etat, armed robbery, legalization of armed robbery in this nation. Yes. An armed robber is a person who uses a gun or an arm to rob somebody. So I call the system a kudocracy. That is a coup d'etat with the face of democracy.
Which system is this?
That is my definition of what we live in today. It's a coup d'etat, okay, with the face of democracy. Because if we knew that guns and bullets were going to fly on election day, then tell us it's a coup. Nobody will go out to vote. Because it's coup d'etat that use the guns. Why was this election so highly militarized? Why did they just shoot and kill
people? Is it the first time it's been militarized? Every election we send military men out. We send the police. We send the national service. Security agencies.
Military men don't man the polls. They don't. Military men don't. Even President Rawlings, who gave birth to this very democracy, that this fourth republic that we are all, trying to survive under this government. He was a military officer. He left, came. When he was moving out, it wasn't like that. Look at Ayawaso Wesogon. Has it ever happened in this nation? No. You can get an NDC MPP fighting by state-sponsored hoodlums to go and kill or shoot, maim, injure.
But that's where it starts from, isn't it? Because it's been like that for so long. No. NDC and NPP fighting.
No, state has not
moving from state to state.
No. You see, it's understandable that supporters of various political parties can fight.
It is not understandable.
No, it's understandable.
Okay.
But it can never be understood that the government arms these kind of vigilantes to turn the guns and bullets on innocent citizens who just went out there to vote. Nobody can say it's acceptable in this nation, Nana, that when people just went to observe at their collation centers were shot dead, that we lost the life of a 14-year-old child. We have another 14-year-old child that bullet went through the tire end in the hospital. That we lost women. We have women with bullets, to say, at their backside. That we lost our youth, our young men, because we want a 77-year-old man to be a president. So let's kill the future. Let's intimidate the future. Let's close our eyes. What happened, Nana? November, the military and police were given money. They credited their accounts with 4,000, 5,000, and they were screaming. I heard the police officers say, those monies have been debited again. After the elections, ask them if they are not afraid to speak out. Because I know this is a corrosive government. And so if you do, it's like a rusted, what's the name of the thing? Nail. If you step on it, you may get tetanus. So they may be quiet. So what happened, Nana? You see, if as a nation, if we don't speak and if we don't, bite the gun by the bullet, we're setting a time bomb. I'm saying that, look, I have suffered it. I've been beaten. My constituency, I saw bullets flying. Oh, yes.
Bullets flying in your constituency.
Good.
How did you escape?
No. Oh, no. Nana, I went forward. I wasn't there.
You went forward to face the bullets?
I went to the commander that they should shoot me. If there was anybody there to be shot, I did my hands this way, shoot me. I'm here representing GHOne Dramani Mahama. He's not here to defend himself. I represent myself and the NDC. I'm the leader. You see, these people, if you kill me, they'll go away. But if you kill any one of them, I'm still alive, they'll continue to come. So, Commander, command your men, let them shoot me. Because it's me. They are not here because of anything. Because they've seen that things that are happening, they are not right. They've seen that what happened at the polls is not what they are seeing on their pink sheets. And so we had light off, it has come and they say everything has been locked up. So why will you shoot? They will shoot and they're picking their bullets.
Were you able to properly mobilize the women on your front?
I did, Nana.
To change the fortunes? Because some have accused you of having divided attention.
Nana, I never did. I never did at all. And I think that...
You never had divided attention?
At all, Nana. You see, there's one thing that we need to, before I even go on, I don't think that members of parliament who are ministers of state, they have divided attention. They don't.
They don't?
They don't.
It costs them a lot of the time.
No, it doesn't.
And they complain about it.
It doesn't. I think that the framers of the Constitution, they have it in the Constitution, that at least more than 50% should come from Parliament. Does that mean a divided attention? No. So let's put that aside. And as the National Women's Organizer, the first, and it wasn't the first, and I think that immediately I was selected and sworn in, I started going rounds, okay? And when I go to villages, communities, because elections is not for the last minute. I don't sit down for the last minute. When I was a student, I never waited for exams to get closer for me to study. So I was always with my books. Visiting markets, visiting constituencies, and I will show you. You see videos of me in a village in the northern region. It was dark, late in the night, and I had a group of women and youth, because usually when you go, the young ones also want to come, you know, and I had to be speaking through a translator because of the language barrier.
Right.
I roamed, Nana. I worked. I trained all my regional women organizers and their deputies.
So what happened?
I'm trying to tell you, okay, so that listeners or viewers will judge. May 2019, I was sworn in December 2018. Of course, April, I had my program, so I went to markets, I went this, I went that. May, we had Mother's Day, we had the 3 Takrady girls press conference and took signatures that I took to the US, you know, to petition for these girls and for the removal of the CID boss. And June, I was in Tamale, 3 days with all my regional women organizers and their deputies. And the Tamale Metropolis and the Eastern Corridor constituency women organizers. We flew in resource persons. Honorable Haruna Idrisi was one of them who came to address us and train us. Our national chairman was there. They came and they trained. The deputy communication officer, Akugan, was there. We had lawyers coming in. I mean, we were trained. And I say we because, you see, me, when you are training, I'm also part of the training because I'm also one of them. How to mobilize, how to go about a campaign. And as a matter of fact...
So you believe it was truly successful?
No, it was. In fact, going around, you know, I went around for a thank you talk. And some of the women, some of the regions, because they were meant to go and train their constituency women organizers. And some of them will come out and tell you that, look, that training you gave us, there's a method I showed them. I taught them that that's how we should go. And so those who went that way to Gambaga and Lerigu constituency, Western North, they tell me that they use that largely. You go to a half, they say they use it.
And it worked for them.
It did.
Okay.
It did, Nana. And we continued. It's been activity after activity. And Tano South came into place September 2020. September 2020. And December was the elections. Okay. October, 3 weeks out of October, Nana, I was in the hospital.
What was wrong?
I was sick. I think the system had just
Given up. Right.
You know, so I was on admission for 3 weeks. When I came out, I had to join His Excellency GHOne Dramani Mahama Ewa. I came back, and then I had, because as for the constituency, it wasn't much to do than to put a lot of, I had about 10 teams working. And so sometimes, and they had time for me, you know, sometimes they stay up to 2 a.m.
So you disagrey when people say that you had divided attention?
Definitely.
Okay.
No, but you know, November, I went to Abubloshi, Kanishi, Ablekuma South, the main market there. I went to Aseswa. Sami, who is the communication officer, asked that I should bring my regional women organizers and their deputies. They wanted to give us a brief also on some part of the manifesto that they needed us to go down with, which we came, and they went. Right. So the women, you see, Nana, one national women's organizer, can I talk 275 constituencies? No. That's why I have 16 regions with women organizers and their deputies. They were trained. They went down to train their constituencies. So you can pick some constituencies, some program where you go. And so for me, I take it as, when I hear that, I take it as people trying to just satisfy their own political.
You talked about getting the getting Haruna Idrisu to support you in one of those
the training he was
training
there.
programs.
Yeah,
he was there
Haruna Idrisu
to
was
train.
there. Yeah, he
What
came.
do you think about all of this? All of this action against him to be removed as the leader of the minority caucus and
Well, I don't know that action. I know that he's the leader of.
You have heard.
I've heard.
Yeah.
So I
What do
haven't
you
seen it
make
as
of-
an official. No,
what
well,
do you make of it?
I feel that people are just throwing their frustration. But there's something. You are going to play a match with somebody, and the person decides to bring a little child as a keeper. What do you care? Okay.
Who's the little child in this
No.
analogy?
That's the ministers they vetted and passed. Yes, we didn't like them, but do they have any better people in place? No. It's the same.
So they had to pass.
That's why we are struggling, and we continue to struggle until they are out. And so, that if they want to bring these ones who are going to collapse the nation, what? If you even say they should go, they'll bring another
So
bunch.
it becomes a rubber stamp. That is why
It's not-
people think that the vetting process is
it's not a rubber stamp. They went through a proper vetting. Okay, they went through a proper vetting. And they went for voting on the floor of parliament. Okay, so it wasn't a rubber stamp. But what I'm trying to say, we don't have to crucify them, because there was a voting process that went on in parliament. And it wasn't open voting, it was secret balloting. Okay, we had a speaker. Some NPP MPs voted for him. You remember the colors?
It wasn't just colors.
No, why?
There was Muntakar as well.
No,
Carlos
told.
It
Carlos told the ballot.
appears
No, Muntaka was the thief catcher. He was a thief catcher, and thank God that the ballot papers were out of the box, because he would have chewed that plastic.
So who would have chewed it?
Carlos Ahinkra.
So Muntaka played no role. Muntaka did not snatch a ballot paper first. He didn't do anything.
No, he didn't. They didn't.
Precipitated.
No, they did.
Carlos.
No. You didn't see the video. You guys put out that. You said, that. You know what?
So
God
think
is fantastic.
So you think that
Carlos is a ballot box snatcher. This one is ballot paper snatcher. Thank God, and he chewed two of them. Carlos Ahinkra, and in fact, you see, he has embarrassed his constituents.
And your colleagues in parliament didn't embarrass anybody.
No, they stopped the thief.
Did you see the chaos in there?
No, the chaos because a thief was trying to rob us.
Even before then.
No, before then, because they were still doing it, and it was from both sides. You see, let me tell you, the chaos that happened during the elections
was not caused by
that made them to rob us will not happen again. That's why I'm saying that. Look, NDC has been very undiplomatic. Diplomacy, sweetheart, is reciprocal. You give me a small place to build my embassy, I give you a small place. You give me a big place, I give you a big place. So when they come at us with guns and bullets, we should face them with guns and bullets.
You can't do that.
No, yes, we can.
How?
You see, it's fake, and I'm telling you, it's fake peace. When you slap me and I'm quiet, then there's peace. You shoot at us, you kill us, we are quiet, so there's peace. So
when
that
they
is
kill
fake
you, you're
peace.
going to kill them
That
too.
is fake. No, if the president thinks that the militia coming at us with guns is the right thing to do, we are going to copy him.
No,
no, we will copy him because it's good. It comes from him. And so,
and who suffers?
This
is why young people are upset.
No, we were quiet. We suffered. And in a society where there's so much injustice, sweetheart, silence becomes a crime. And we are not going to be part of this criminal activity. We are going to speak out, and we are going to be very diplomatic in our dealing. When they come at us with knives, we will face them with knives. Because we were quiet, and they killed us. We were quiet, and they wounded us. We were quiet, and they robbed us. And today, people want to pretend in this nation that it was okay what happened. And then somebody had the audacity, and excuse my French, because audacity is a very beautiful word when you think about the souls that we lost. When you think about those suffering on those hospital beds. That one, to say that only one person, hello, when one person dies, how many people attend the funeral? When one person dies, how many people attend the funeral? It means that one life is very, very important. You don't kill any citizen because you want to be a president. And that is the difference between John Dramani Mahama and President Nana Addo. And I'm not surprised because when Atiwa happened, he said, Bibi Kakra.
Okay, moving on.
And all die be die. It came from him. And today he's the president.
All
and so
Nana,
yes, Nana, we are
he
going
was
to
taken
be
out of context for that one.
No, he was never taken out. I've listened to the video. And it looks like President Nanado, we don't want to criticize him. He's untouchable. He's this.
No one has done that.
But today,
No one has done
when
that.
they fail, they call John Mohammed's name. And I'm sure when they fail to perform in bed with their wives,
they
they'll tell their wives
a
that
bad
it's
economy. They claim the economy was so bad.
That's why he has borrowed. That's why look, Irobon.
That's what they say.
President
that it was that bad.
President Kufuor, President
Mills,
President Mahama borrowed about 4-point-something billion. What have they borrowed? He alone in 4 years.
to fix a bad economy.
So what did he fix? What did he fix?
Is the economy not working?
Did he fix working where? Working where? Is it the numbers? My GDP is what I feel in my pocket. Okay? My GDP is what I see on the markets if I'm a market woman. My GDP is what I see if I can bring in goods or not. Today revenue is down because people cannot even import. And they should stop blaming COVID because
how do you take out COVID? How do you take it out?
Before COVID, what had happened in this country? The issues that happened from 2017 was it COVID? I may not take out COVID-17. That is this government. COVID-17. The first
COVID-17?
Yes, COVID-17 is President Nanado's government.
COVID-17?
What does COVID do? Do you know the symptoms? Suffering, loss of jobs, collapse of businesses, filth,
fever.
No, this is the COVID-17 symptoms. And then it ends up in people dying. So the first COVID we have.
Why 17?
Because he came to office in
2017.
2017, 7 January. That is COVID-17.
Oh, I didn't think about it that way.
No, that is COVID-17.
You are such a genius.
No, that is the truth.
You're painfully ingenious.
No, that is the truth.
All right. Okay, so you think people are suffering?
No, I don't think we are suffering. We say they should fix.
Are you suffering?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Today what is the price of fuel? Can you tell me? Can we build houses anymore?
People are
today,
building.
Today, is happening
people
in this nation.
Building.
Today, water is scarce in Ghana. Today we are paying baller tax.
Hasn't it always been?
Today.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's so easy when you listen to NPP and NDC, depending on who's in power, and the things you lot refer to: electricity, water, pockets. But this is exactly what the citizens complain about every single time. And
hit the streets now and ask the citizens.
You lot don't fix it.
No, John Mahama was fixing roads, was building schools, was building hospitals. John Mahama was building health facilities. John Mahama was training teachers. John Mahama was training health personnel. You know that.
And that's not happening now?
No. And that this government, you know that they've abolished the nursing, the doctor assistants. And then the ward assistants it has been abolished. And then they came with a thing of, we are going to give this allowance. And they brought the quota system back. Okay, and so they are taking very few people in the schools, and now they cannot even sustain it anymore. Look at what they've done to our education system. They didn't build the secondary schools. They promised we're going to be 350 senior high schools. What have they done? They are using some of what John Mahama built, and they've abandoned some of them in the bush.
What's wrong with using what's
no? And they've abandoned some. What I'm saying is that you see, it's always good. Okay,
but that culture has been there for a while.
Please, it has been there from the UP time.
You lot just abandoned another.
No, we don't. We didn't. No, we didn't.
You didn't.
We didn't. No. Even the Gang of Four, for instance, you see, when we came, it was a GHOne project. We had to repackage it to go and look for the loan from World Bank to do it, and we completed it. And President Mills, may he continue to rest in paradise.
Amen.
He will acknowledge his predecessors.
Do you
President Mahama? Oh, we did.
Okay. Do you support President Mahama coming back in 2024?
I don't know if we have a presidential candidate. As far as I'm concerned, he's our leader.
You don't
he's
have
our candidate.
men and women in your party who can
can
go against him.
No, we do, but he's a candidate. He's a candidate. Hey, when they talk about this, it looks strange. It's just like when I came back from Cuba, when people ask me, where are you from? And I would say, I'm not biased, I'm realistic. I'm not at all.
And the realism here is President Mahama is the best candidate in the NDC for the 2024 elections.
You see, we see him as our best choice. He led us into the 2020 elections. He has a manifesto that speaks to the hearts and minds of Ghanaians.
Right.
It was a covenant that he has with the people of Ghana. He went round and said we should speak out, and we spoke out. He met with organizations, put them together, and named it the People's Manifesto. That's why Okada, everybody, every section of this country, you can find yourself in that manifesto. We still know there's a lot for him to come and finish. And we still trust in his leadership. We trust in his competence. We trust in his tolerance level as a leader. We trust his accommodating character as a leader. We trust his way to unite this nation, because we've never been divided before like this, where some Ghanaians feel there are no more Ghanaians, where some Ghanaians had to prove beyond doubt that they are still Ghanaians. That Volta region was almost like Togo for us. That our border, where we have our borders, we're almost like foreigners.
So you believe it should be JM for 2024 with Professor Nana Jane?
You see, the two of them are together. And so I call him my president and my vice president. Right. And so going from, when people ask, I feel strange because I feel funny because it's not in me. It's like
that's what you know.
Yeah, it's like asking me, Hanna, Bissiw, like,
will you breathe tomorrow?
Yes.
All right.
Well, that one is God who gave it to me.
Should Chairman Opposompo and General Secretary Bissiw Nketia be retained as leaders of the party in your next primaries?
I don't want to talk about our internal elections.
Why?
No, I don't, because our concentration right now is not even on internal elections.
What's your
is to reorganize our branches, reorganize the party. And so that is where we are at the moment. For me, I say the internal elections always come, but it should not be to the detriment of the party. We have something coming up 2024, and that is what we are looking at. When it gets to that bridge, we shall all cross it. But for now, it's NDC.
And you think that in 2024 you can face whoever comes up for the NPP, whether it's Dr. Baumia or Alan Cash.
Whoever they bring,
you will beat.
We are more than ready to beat. Okay. But what we are saying is that this time round, we are going to be very, very diplomatic.
Okay.
We have been very undiplomatic, and they should forgive us. We'll be very
who
diplomatic.
Who should forgive you?
The NPP.
The NPP should forgive you.
When they brought the bullets, we went only with our cards, and we went with the meetings, and we said no vigilantes. And vigilantes found themselves in national security. We said, we want peace. And bullets were flying.
You do realize that by that you're wrecking this country further, right?
No.
By doing that?
No, by the one who is operating it. So we should keep quiet for them to kill us? No. If they bring guns, we bring guns. If they don't dissolve their vigilantes and they come at us again, we shall also bring our own. We are Ghanaians. Right to self-defense, sweetheart, is constitutional. And we are not going to leave that one to go. That is our constitutional right to defend ourselves. So if you bring guns as government, we shall also come with guns. If they don't dissolve that vigilantes, then we shall also continue to have our vigilantes. And I'm saying that those who
but you never dissolved your vigilante group.
No, we never had one. If we had, trust me, things wouldn't have gone the way it went.
Maybe you didn't have money.
No, because now not that. No, to defend oneself, you don't need money.
Okay.
To defend this nation, we don't need money. Okay. You don't need money to be patriotic.
Let me bring in something that will calm you down. You're a very passionate and emotional woman.
No, I am, Nana. You see, because I see that this country is dying and we want to close our eyes, but we do not have any contract with God.
You schooled in Cuba.
No, I grew up in Cuba.
You grew up in Cuba. That's why you
Yes.
speak Spanish.
My first language.
Okay, how long were you there for?
1-3. But I went there as a little girl.
13 years.
So I didn't have breast. And I said before, like, okay, I went as a man and came as a woman. Because,
wow.
you know, when it's
you were there with your parents?
No.
Who were you there with?
With other Cuban, other Ghanaians like me, little ones. And
How did you end up there?
Scholarship.
Ah, right. You were brilliant. Well, you are brilliant. I mean, I must say that.
I'm trying to follow you.
Oh no, that's impossible. You're the one. You're the one with a doctor with a title. What has changed in Cuba for you now?
The first change has been a Comandante in Chief, Fidel Castro Ruz, who died.
Mm-hmm. Raul taking over.
Raul, you know, also handed over.
Yeah.
I was in Cuba November 2019.
Okay. Has a lot changed?
The laws, like, a lot has changed. You know, first, there were so many things you couldn't do, you know, but now it's, you know, a lot has changed. But Cubans are still Cubans, and they will say primero hundirnos que render nuestro país. They'll tell you that you first will have to sink them before they give up their country. Patria muerte venceremos. Motherland or death, we shall win. Because, you see, what you are taught in Cuba is to love your country, regardless. Believe, have something to believe in.
Is that where your passion comes from?
I grew up in that nation. And so I was taught to have principles and stand by those principles. I was taught to be loyal to my leaders. I was taught to believe in something and stand by it and defend it. And so if I belong to the NDC...
Even if it's blindly?
No.
Even if it's blindly?
No. When I say something, I'm talking about an organization, let's say. I belong to the NDC. Mm-hmm. I did not just go into NDC because I want to join a political party. I felt the NDC speaks to me.
Okay. But you talk about defending...
I would defend it because when the NDC is in power, you not see some of the things that are happening.
Let's not go there. I'm just talking about your passion now.
Yeah, it's my passion.
Right.
And I love my country.
Okay. So you think that your life in Cuba contributed to this kind of energy in you?
I think that the energy comes from God. Sometimes I think I have too much excess energy.
No, you don't think. You do have too much energy. And sometimes I wonder, do you ever stop?
I just love to work.
Yeah.
And
do you have siblings?
I do.
How many?
Yes, 6.
Are they in Ghana?
One is not.
Okay.
The rest are
So you were the only one in Cuba?
I was the only one who went to Cuba.
So you were away for 13 years. Were you coming back often, or you were just there for 13 years?
Just there. We had our families. I mean, we adopted into some Cuban homes. I had my Cuban family. When I went back 2019, I went home to see my people. I was excited.
Were they happy to see you?
Yes.
To know that you're such an active politician here.
I went to my university, Agrarian University of Havana, and my professors.
And that's where you studied your course to become a veterinary.
Yes, and my professors were actually, crying up. I went to the school 2011. President Mills sent me there with some sick Cuban doctors. And so when I went
What makes the Cuban doctors so special? I mean, they're
special. You know why? You see, the training they give us, it's not about where you place me.
Right.
It's about what I can do with what you give me. And so even as a vet, they taught us how to use sacks to create sutures in case of emergencies. And so as a Cuban train, it doesn't matter where you are. And the Cubans will tell you that, you see, the reward of what you do is a positive impact of what your service will have
Did you marry
on the people.
Did you marry a Cuban?
No.
You didn't like the Cuban men?
Oh, no. Son lindos, son buenos.
What does that
They're
mean?
handsome and good.
Did you date any?
No, I didn't.
You never dated a Cuban man? Despite the buenos or bueno, whatever that means.
Okay,
what did you just
buenos.
say? Bueno.
They are good.
Right. But how come you never dated any of them?
No, it's not for anything. I mean,
okay.
It's just like...
You didn't find... You just...
No, I mean, it just... we lived a free life.
Did you have a crush on any Cuban?
No. I was a very good athlete in school.
Okay.
I concentrated. I love two things, my sports and my books.
But you're married with kids now?
Two, yes.
2 kids. Oh, are they in Ghana?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one is here.
Okay. The other's in Cuba?
I'm laughing. I remember my first vet, and there was this allegation that I stole a baby from Cuba. And
I remember that.
I
remember. Yeah.
And so they should investigate me. I'm wanted by Interpol. But funny enough, in my CV, when I came back home, I had worked with the Cuban embassy for 2 years, and they were not able to arrest me. So you can imagine. So I have 2 wonderful boys. And
are you going to have another kid? Maybe a daughter?
A daughter, twins, actually.
You want twins? Mm-hmm. You're not done having babies?
No, until I'm dead. What? Until God says no.
So you're trying?
I don't think
Are you
I'm
trying to get pregnant?
I'm not trying, but if it comes, I have it. And in fact, I encourage women to. There's one thing with widows in politics. I remember when I was pregnant, when in office, it became a whole day. When I went for vetting, we had anthrax in this country. I spoke about anthrax and what was happening in the northern region and gave my advice as a professional, what have you. It was not taken. My belly was the news. Who impregnated Hanna Bissiw? I said, have I broken the Guinness Book of Records to be the first woman to get pregnant? All human beings are not born out of a woman's belly.
How does your husband feel about your involvement in active politics?
I think I'm blessed.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
He's in favor of it. And when all the attacks are coming,
it's me.
And you're dishing them out too. And you do dish out.
No, you know that every job and its hazards.
What does he do? What does your husband do?
I don't want to talk about him.
You don't like talking like.
No, I don't. Because
he's a private person.
Because I'm the politician.
Yeah, so you want to keep him out.
And I usually, if they like, you come in.
Did you meet him in Ghana? Did you meet him?
That went behind doors, closed doors.
Let's take a break. We'll come back and talk about some fun things with Dr. Hanna Bissiw. Stay with us.
Extraordinary radio for discerning listeners. Star 103.5 FM.
Charlie, make you bring me one more mini. Crisp and refreshing. Cold to the last drop. Born for occasions. Club Mini means there's more celebration. Open the bottle, feel the surprise. Cold to the last drop. Club beer. Charlie, there's pride in your eyes. Club mini bottle, awesome refreshment inside. Cold to the last drop, right from the first gulp. Cheers to Club Mini. Club, crisp and refreshing. Drink responsibly, not for sale to persons below 18 years of age. Not recommended for pregnant women. This advert is FDA approved.
It's mature, it's relevant, and guarantees you the best music. Star 103.5 FM. Simply the best. Star 103.5 FM. Simply the best.
We're back with Dr. Hanna Bissiw. We are talking about her job as a politician, and she's a veterinarian. She takes care of animals. So, what's your favorite animal to take care of, Dr. Bissiw?
I have none.
I
have none, and before I go on, I just want to greet my mom.
Is she in
course.
Ghana?
Oh, she's in Ghana. She's in a village.
Okay.
And then another mother of mine who has always moved with my mother, and that is in whose footprints I'm stepping today. Mama Ama Benuado.
Oh,
Mommy, I love you
I
so
love
much.
her. I love that woman so
Yes.
much. Yeah.
And she's she's like a sister to my mom. And so it's her footprints.
And we are
which I
celebrating
step.
Mother's Day. I mean, this is a
So,
special
mommy,
Mother's Day
I celebrate
edition.
you. I celebrate my mom, Enobanso Obapa, and I celebrate my mother, Mama Ama Benuado Obapa. And so you are talking about. I mean, I don't have. And the only thing I know is that I love clinicals, because I love challenging things. I love, when you are there and you have to go do surgery, it's
Perform surgery on an animal.
On animals, yes. It's challenging. To be a vet.
Why did you choose to become a veterinarian?
Because I have compassion for animals.
Right.
It was the eyes were not even open.
But I hear the cat's meat is absolutely delicious. I've never had it. But
Nana,
yeah.
this is not a funny story for me. It's a sad one because it was a very little. It
And
was
they
a kitten. No, and I really brought this kitten up. It became a beautiful cat. I remember anytime
who
we go to
ate
classes,
it?
the guys, they used to give me, like cans of sardines and stuff
And they
to
ate
feed
your
my cat.
cat?
Then they'll come for the cat, go play with the cat, bring the cat back. This cat will sleep at my back. Once the cat went and never came back. I went and they said, okay, it's in their belly.
What?
And it really traumatized me. I was in the 7th grade. So I never wanted to keep a cat. Because that cat used to sleep
were
at my
distraught.
back. It
hurt you.
So from that time, I used to pick like stray dogs. Then I'll keep them, the puppies. And then I will feed them, take care of them. I just felt it.
So was that compassion that made you settle?
Exactly
for
so, because you
veterinary?
see, a vet does not only treat the animal. You treat the animal, you treat the owner.
Okay.
It's very important. So sometimes when you have to even perform surgery on any pet or even a commercial animal, you need to talk to the owner first.
Okay.
You need to get to the heart of the owner, the understanding. You have to look at the emotion of the owner. We've had pet
Sounds
owners.
like a lot of work.
Yes, we have pet owners actually collapsing because of their pets.
Right.
And somebody who, excuse me to say, will accept that a relative will walk to a hospital and probably end up dead, will not accept if they brought a dying dog to you and the dog doesn't survive.
Okay.
And so, for me, I'm a vet with a lot of compassion and love.
Okay.
And veterinarians today, I salute veterinarians in Ghana, because today in the fight against COVID, go to the VSD lab, they are performing wonderfully well.
Right.
In Cuba, veterinarians work hand in hand with the medics. There's a very huge veterinary hospital in Havana. So if there was any new disease that wanted to investigate, you go through the lab, you isolate the microorganism, you inoculate it. Inoculate is like putting it in another animal. You wait for the incubation period. We all go to the theater. Then we open up the animal to study the effect on the organs.
Would you, I'm sorry to cut you, but would you allow your husband to get a second wife?
I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in polygamy?
No, I don't. I don't, but I respect those who, I mean, as you said, with you. So it's a matter of, but probably maybe need to change also and then say that women should also have 2 husbands. Hi guys, I think it's gonna be good.
Do you think society will never accept
They'll
that?
kill us.
Yeah.
They'll not accept
Why
it.
though?
I don't know. You know the men cannot tolerate.
An inch of what they do to women.
Inch is too much. You know, a little hair.
Yes, just a strand.
They can't.
A tiny strand.
But you see, they'll tell us, oh, you need to accept it. Oh, it's okay, it's good.
Because they're bringing in
but
a second.
seriously, I respect all those in that.
All the women who've accepted to be second wives.
And also
or
salute
third.
those men who are able to keep those homes together.
Yeah.
Okay,
Some
because
of them do
it takes,
beautifully well.
it takes a real man.
Who's your favorite musician in Ghana?
Really?
Yeah.
That's a difficult question.
How? Do you listen to music at all?
Gospel.
You listen to gospel music
And,
only. Why? Why gospel music only?
Sometimes this music that they play, I don't even hear the words.
So, what
And I know
what kind
if
of
I'm
song?
listening to music, I love minus me. I know I wouldn't be part.
All right.
So if I have to just add up to the crowd, I don't.
Okay, so I'm talking to Dr. Hanna Bissiw. I remember saying earlier that I'll give 4 of you an opportunity to win hampers from Dove. Dr. Hanna Bissiw, this is from Dove to you. Dove truly cares, and Dove believes that mothers should be celebrated.
You know what I'm going to do?
No.
I think it's not late yet. From here, I'm going straight to my mama.
And you give it
I'm
to
at
her.
Benuado's house.
Aww.
And I'll go give it to her.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's a perfect gift for
I'm
her.
going to give to her.
Thank you so much. All right, so I've got 4 more to go. If you can call, I'm sure you know the number. Okay, so you can call us on 0302-231144 or 231145. We've got only 2 minutes to go. So if you can call in now, I've got 4 hampers, and it doesn't matter who you are, male, female, I'll give you a hamper from Dove. If you're a male, give it to the female in your life, and if you're a female as well, you can keep it or give it to your mother or mother-in-law or your boss lady. I think I have a call on the line. Okay, that's some feedback. Hi, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay, what's your name? Philip?
My name is Butro Asante.
Okay, Asante. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Tema. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Good
Dr.
evening.
Dr. Hanna Bissiw is here in the studio with us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Doc, good evening.
Dr. Bissiw, he's saying hello to you.
Hey.
Hello? Hello?
Good evening.
Yes. I've been listening to, the conversation, and Doc is one of the people that we all look up to, because we have seen that over the years, the kind of leadership that we have is not the upfront type. And, when you are dealing with these MPP guys, what you need is somebody who is radical, somebody who is robust, somebody who can say it as it is. And so if you have a situation where even the men are not turning up to what is expected of them, but the woman is turning up to, because I heard her saying that if they put a gun, the person, and which I fully subscribe to it, because you see, when you are fighting with 2 people, when 2 people are fighting and you pull a gun, the person pulls a gun, you also pull a gun, then a neutral person will come in and say, okay, then let's stop it, and then somebody will call it truce, and then let's solve the problem. And for me, Hanna is one of the inspirations that we all look up to, and we need more of such leaders in our fold of NDC. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Philip. If you can pass by Star FM and pick up a hamper from Dove. I'll take another caller, Prince. Prince is on the line. Good evening to you, Prince.
Good evening.
Okay, it's good to have you on the line. Okay, so tell me about Dove, and then you can win a hamper for yourself.
Okay. So I know Dove is, should I say, roll-on or something like that, that we use basically for ladies, and it helps keep them active and all.
It gives them abazi.
No, it keeps them active, as in their scent and everything.
All right, Prince. So Dove is not just for ladies. Dove is for everybody. You don't have to be a lady to use Dove. Okay, but I'll give you 5 out of 15. But pass by. Pass by Star FM and get a hamper from Dove, okay? And use it. If you, definitely, there is something in there as well for your mother or your girlfriend. You have a girlfriend, don't you?
In the pipeline.
Whatever that means, Prince. Have a good evening and pass by for your hamper. All right, so I'll take two more calls and then we can run out of this place. Do I have any other call on the line? If not, I will probably, yes, I think I have a call on the line. Fortune. Good evening to you, Fortune. Hello, Fortune.
Hi, that's Nana.
Okay, Nana instead. Okay, Nana, it's good to have you on the line. Tell me about Dove and win a bag of goodies from Dove.
Okay, so Dove is a very great product. I use the roll-on and the shower gel, and I must say it's so smooth using it. I love it so much.
Thank you. That's absolutely great. If I had any power, I'd make you the ambassador for Dove. But yes, pass by Star FM and pick up your bag of goodies from Dove, okay? Thank you so much.
Very well, Nana. Thank you.
All right, and I'll take my very last caller, which should be Charles. Hello, Charles. Can you hear me? I think we have Charles on the... Charles, can you hear me?
Yes, please, I can hear you, Nana.
Okay, Charles, it's good to have you on the line. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Temana.
Oh, what's happening? All the Tamil guys are listening to us this evening. Keep it up. Keep it up. Charles. So, Charles, Dove keeps your armpits dry. Apart from that, what else is in the Dove deodorant that ensures that you have a smooth and soft underarm skin?
Nana, but this question, actually, that's what my case used. But I don't know actually what is in it, honestly.
So it has a quarter moisturizing cream in there, okay? So unlike other deodorants, this particular one has moisturizing cream in there.
Wow.
And so it keeps your underarms soft and smooth. So get Dove for yourself and for your girlfriend so that, you know, when you're lovey-doveying, everyone feels very soft. We don't want to...
I'm married. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm married. Sorry.
Right, so when you're lovey-doveying with your wife, okay? All right, so pass by, Charles. Pass by for a bag of goodies from Dove, okay? Thank you so much for calling. And a happy Mother's Day to your wife. All right, so that will be it for this evening. Dr. Hanna Bissiw here, my guest for tonight. I've got a mystery question for you. You wanted to say something.
Yeah, no, I said Dove, you know, Dove is also good for babies. At least when I had my son and I had issues with the skin, I resorted in using Dove and it was
perfect for you.
It was perfect.
Ah, wonderful.
I think it's
I think I need to add another bag. Next time, in 2022, I'll get you a bag.
Nana.
Yes, Dr. Hanna Bissiw.
Next year, there's another Mother's Day. At least.
Yeah.
Tell me next year so that I'll have some hope.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure running into you and a pleasure talking to you extensively today.
It's a pleasure having you. You know you are my darling.
I know.
You know, we've been coming from way back.
I know.
You know, even though I don't see you, much of you, but I love you.
I love you too. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. Have a beautiful evening and a happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, and same to you, sweetheart.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I look forward to you hosting me one day, interviewing me.
Really? This sounds like the last question you posed to the gentleman.
Which one was that?
You wanted to know
Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me, sweetie.
Thank you all for tuning into Star 103.5 FM for Star Chat. We are back again next week, Wednesday. But of course, enjoy all the programs on this great channel. We are simply the best.